Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. I have a horrible French accent like she has a horrible English accent. Bonjour, comment ça va? Mon nom est Trent Out Loud. Bienvenue à mon podcast. Oui, je peux parler français, mais mon accent est terrible. What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. I got a good show ready for you guys today. I'm touching on some hometown stories, my hometown of Montreal. Y'all know the deal, man. Get your ear pods ready. Get your headphones ready. Get your remotes charged up. Get your laptops. Get your iPads out. I'm about to start the show. Let's go. All right. Friday, Ricky Dread on Instagram put out a poll asking people who has the worst accent, Toronto or Montreal. I'm really excited to answer this and cover this because, like I told y'all in the beginning, this is my hometown. This is Montreal, and I'm going to represent. But before I do, listen to the clip.
MTL versus Toronto, accent edition.
Yeah, I think the MTL's accent is worse than the Toronto one.
Facts.
It's bad.
Sidetrack, no sidetrack. Let's do that for a second. Yeah. Pinky Doll versus Plush.
There you
That's
go.
what we got to do.
Yeah.
No, if you go on Pinky Doll's page and just listen to Pinky Doll for 10 minutes, fam, she's a Montreal Haitian girl.
I know.
Okay?
Oh, Pinky Doll, isn't that
Yes.
the
And it sounds
NPC
bad.
girl?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds bad. MTL's accent's the worst. I said it.
Thank you. Leave Plush alone when we got Pinky Doll running around the world.
Okay, let me play for you now the Montreal accent that Friday is claiming is the Montreal accent.
So I went to Google, I put Pinky Doll naked, and I click on pictures. And what I see, there's a lot of page. You keep swiping and swiping and swiping. It don't stop. And I see all this website. How dare you? You gonna let other people put my face, my body out here doing stuff like that? How dare you? Without asking an ID. Where's the ID terms?
All right, that was TikTok star Pinky Doll. Now listen to Plush.
And what I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that youth. You don't leave your moms nowhere. You have money and you left your moms there? Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam. But if it's not true, Shorty's just talking shit.
Yo, Plush is hilarious, man. They're both hilarious. I agree with Friday. He needs to have them both on the show. They're both hilarious. But let's get back to the topic at hand. Yo, Friday, you know that is not no Montreal accent. I was reading in the comment section and people say you're from Montreal. So you know that is not no Montreal accent. Shout out to Pinky Doll. She's doing big things and making major moves out here. But Pinky Doll is Haitian. Pinky Doll has a French accent or a Haitian accent. She is trying her best to speak English. And like me, when I try to talk French, I have a horrible French accent like she has a horrible English accent. Bonjour, comment ça va? Mon nom est Trent Out Loud. Bienvenue à mon podcast. Oui, je peux parler français, mais mon accent est terrible. Tu peux savoir quand je parle. OK, ça c'est même pas un bon mot, mais tu peux entendre quand je parle français que oui, je sais les mots en français, mais mon accent en français est horrible. So that was just an example of somebody saying, yo, taking that clip and saying, yo, how is the Montreal accent? That is not a Montreal accent. That is an English man. That is a Jamaican man trying to speak French and having a horrible accent. And Pinky Doll is, like I said, Haitian trying to speak English. And shout out to her for even making the effort. Plush now, on the other hand, who's hilarious. I love her. She is actually speaking in a dialect or an accent, and a Toronto accent using a lot of Toronto slang. So it's not really a fair comparison. I feel like Friday knows that, and he's actually just doing this, to create some buzz online, which is really smart, which is another reason why I'm talking about it, to just add more attention to it, because Friday's my boy. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with me that is really not a Montreal accent and it's just a French girl, a Haitian girl, trying to speak English with a bad English accent? And so that's the first thing. And then second of all, do you actually think Montreal even has an accent? I'm a Montrealer, do I speak with a Montreal accent? And that's why I don't think you can even actually answer this poll, because I don't think Montreal has an accent. Like, Toronto has a very distinct Toronto accent. They call it the Toronto man accent, which is actually like derived and a derivative of the Jamaican patois accent. And so they're really just taking patois slang and updating it and making it like very like Toronto-ish. And that's now been the Toronto accent. So to me, Montreal sounds like the rest of Canada. I feel like I have a Canadian accent and not a Toronto accent. And I think maybe like the Maritimes kind of has a little bit of an accent, and the rest of Canada has its own. And now Toronto is kind of like urban culture. And you can't even really say it's Toronto, because like the business or the white class in Toronto, don't even really talk like that. So it's really like a Toronto kind of like, urban young slang. But anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Who has a worse accent? Is it I'm gonna actually update it. Is it the Eastern Townships, Montreal, Toronto, or Canada? I'm broadening the horizon now. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Trina says that Beyoncé is the queen of rap and also the queen of other genres of music. Take a listen.
Do you think now is the time? Like, what do you think there's something specific that happened in music and culture that kind of opened the landscape for more female rappers to rise to the top?
Yeah, Beyonce, because she's like the #1 female rapper when she does rap. So I feel
Listen, people do sleep on Beyonce when she does spit.
There's no sleeping on the queen, okay? There's no sleeping on the queen. It's just one of those things. Like, of course, this is the queen's Beyonce, but when you hear her do a song and there's rapping involved, it's like, oh my god! Like, it's more inspiration, and I don't know. It's just a good thing, man.
Beyonce is not the queen of rap. Trina, stop it. This is Trina just, probably coming after some female rappers in an indirect way. I don't know. She got some beef with Nikki or Cardi or something was going on. Trina herself could arguably be in like the top 10, maybe even some people's top 5 of female hip hop artists. But come on, but the queen of rap, like you got MC Light, you got Queen Latifah, you have Salt and Pepper, and that's like going back in the 80s. Then you have 90s, you have Lil' Kim, you have Foxy Brown, you got Eve, you have Missy Elliott. Then, now in like the 2000s and today, you got Nicki Minaj, you got Cardi B, you got, oh gosh, who's my girl? Lotto, love Lotto. And then you have there's another 20 girls that I could list, right? Sexy Red, which people would probably be upset that I put Sexy Red in there, but I love Sexy Red. Gorilla. Anyways, there's a lot of, I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Glorilla. Anyways, you got a lot of female hip hop artists that you could put in there as the queen of rap, or now even like the princess of rap. But anyways, I vehemently disagree with Trina, although I love Trina and love Beyonce and I'm a big, huge fan of female rap. You have heard me a multitude of times say on this podcast that I think Nicki Minaj is top 10 rappers of all time. That's including male. I hate when they take Nicki out and put her only in female rap. I think Nicki's top 10 in rap, period. Anyways, shout out to Trina for coming indirectly and taking a backhand jab at somebody who she's beefing with. But Beyonce is not the queen of rap as much as I love you. Shout out to B. An Amazon driver has gone viral for recording an elderly lady stopping her from delivering a package in a quote unquote high class area. Take a look.
We've had thieves here and you're a thief?
Excuse me, don't touch me.
No.
Don't touch me.
She's attacking me.
Please call security.
All right, so a lot of people have been commenting on this. I feel like Amanda Seales was the one who kind of made it go viral, or the first one to talk about it. it's actually just really just sad. Here's an Amazon driver in a building, just trying to do her job. And there's this elderly white lady that's like, oh, we've had a lot of thefts and a lot of robberies in here. So, you must be, stealing stuff or whatever, just because, she's a black lady. And let's just be real. She's a dark-skinned black woman with dreads. So she fits all the negative stereotypes that a Karen would have. Let's just call a spade a spade. And, we gotta just, start, just being a little bit more accepting of people, in areas that we feel like people aren't at. Like, just because this neighborhood is predominantly white neighborhood, or it's a high class or upper class neighborhood, just because you see a black person walking around there, don't mean that we can't afford to live in that building. Doesn't mean that we can't ever have a friend in that building, wherever, And it's like, it's not, I always try to play, devil's advocate, and, like, if this was my grandmother or, somebody's grandmother, or an elderly person, or somebody who's just watching out, like, there's ways to go about confronting somebody if you have some suspicions. And you cannot fault anybody for being suspicious about someone, but there's a way that you could go about being suspicious without, getting in someone's face and making, and not only necessarily like the physical aspect of it, like you guys saw in the video, or for those of you who are not seeing it on YouTube and haven't seen the clip, she's pushing the lady and she's getting in the lady's way and she's taking the camera and she's putting in her face. Like, you can ask the lady some questions like, excuse me, like, are you visiting somebody in this building? Okay. You're an Amazon driver? Excuse me, would you mind if I seen some ID? There has been a lot of, thefts or a lot of burglaries in the building, burglaries in the building. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you feel this way, but can I maybe see some identification, or there's ways to go about it that is still a little bit, messed up that you're even feeling that way. But I always try to see both sides of things. And it's like, there's a way to go about doing something. And I feel like this is what's going so viral about it, is that this woman didn't even have the courtesy to ask her questions and be suspicious. And like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with being suspicious, but when you're automatically assuming that this person is a robber or burglar or vandalizer, and she shouldn't be here, that's the mistake that this lady made. So let this be a learning lesson to anybody who's listening to this. There's no problem with being suspicious, but there is a problem with accusing somebody or assuming somebody is already guilty before you give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a chance to prove who they are. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Kanye West introduces Yeezy pods. Y'all know that I've been talking about Kanye West a couple of times a week in these podcasts, so I'm not going to make this a big segment of this show. But today he has officially launched the Yeezy pad, the Yeezy pods, and sorry, here, take a look. I got a clip.
Introducing Yeezy pods, available now at Yeezy.com.
So again, I just wanted to highlight this. See, he came out, he had his rant. Then he came out and he released that he announced that he was going to be releasing. He announced that he's going to be releasing new music with Ty Dolla $ign. Then he put out the apology, and now today the Yeezy pods are available. Side note, people are saying that this is a really good alternative for women who are in the clubs and they're wearing high heels or going out to dinner. At the end of the night, they could slip this on. For those of you who are not watching this on YouTube, it is a sock, but it also has a thin layer, a thin base, like it's a sole. So if it's raining outside, your socks are not going to get wet. So people saying it's a sock, it's not. It's like a sock-like shoe with a thin sole. I'm sure you're going to hear people coming out saying that it's good, it's orthopedic, and it's good for your back, because the actual shoes that we walk on with thick soles, people don't realize are actually not good for our back. So you're going to hear that coming out. I digress. The point is that, again, like I told y'all, or I keep telling y'all, Kanye West is coming out and he's getting back to selling his products. They're available on Yeezy.com. I'm sure that it's easy for him to manufacture on his own. He owns this outright. It's 100%. Let's see how much it sells. Let's see how much more product Kanye West comes out with in-house and not going outside for any outside help. There's no distribution help. There's no other manufacturers. He's owning all his product outright, meaning that he's taking a way bigger chunk of the profits. So let's just see let's see how these do, and let's see the next product that he comes out with, and let's see how his album does. Let me know what you guys think. Would you buy a $200 sock shoe? And are you supporting Kanye West? Nikki Haley is back in the news for omitting that slavery was a cause of the Civil War when somebody asked her in a town hall meeting. Take a listen.
What was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was?
All right, I wanted to cover this for one specific reason. I have listened to CNN, Fox News, and I've listened to all the analysts, and nobody has said that she didn't know the answer, and they were all saying that she strategically didn't want to say slavery because Nikki likes to straddle both sides of the fence, and she didn't want to, piss off one party or the other. So that is what people are saying, people who are way smarter than me. My point of view on how I see that clip and the look on her face and the hesitation, to me, I'm probably wrong, but it sounds like to me it's like she didn't know the answer. Not that she didn't want to give the answer, is that I don't think that she was 100% aware of what actually caused the Civil War. Again, this is just my opinion, my analysis of looking at the videotape. And I just think that it wasn't like, I don't know what the right answer is. I mean, you hear her when she's like, oh, don't come with hard questions, which that alone was just like, I don't understand why you say that. You're in the town hall, you're running for a presidential election. Like, you're supposed to be able to answer hard questions. But yeah, I just feel like it wasn't that she didn't want to give the right answer, which is slavery. It seemed like to me like she wasn't 100% sure. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you think that she knew exactly what she was doing and she knew exactly that the Civil War was started because of slavery, the fight over slavery in the South. Or do you think that she was, like I said, not totally clueless, but she wasn't 100% sure of how to answer the question? I'm really interested if anybody out there sees it from my point of view. Let me know in the comment section below. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace! Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. And then once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.